we're about to play at 9 a.m. our time. This is different. Get up, get your ass up early. We're going to practice in that time frame. Like it's a advantage on the field for them to go earlier than later. So the niceness of it, that's cute. But I want them to beat the Chiefs, who just got whooped again. I want them to beat the Chiefs on Sunday.
Chiefs fraudulent team. We'll get to that later on in today's program.
You always go a little too far, Hawk.
How about this one? Joe Shad from the Palm Beach Post. He tweeted out, the Patriots are last in the AFC at a minus 90 point differential.
They don't score much.
I mean, that's really unbelievable. Emmanuel Acho, he tweeted out, Tyreek Hill already has more touchdowns through week 8 with 8 touchdowns than he had all of last season. Tyreek Hill is the best thing to happen to Tua, and if this trajectory continues, Tua will be the best thing to happen to Tyreek Hill. How about that statement from Emmanuel Acho?
I would not bad mouthing him, but I think it has a lot to do with Mike McDaniel as well. Tua's not better than Patrick Mahomes, Hawk. you can make all closed mouth noises you want. This system is amazing, and I don't know if y'all noticed when I was watching. I always watch from a defensive perspective. They're using Jalen Waddle more as the move guy too. So now Tyreek gets off, and he's not the extended guy. He's more running the underneath routes when Jalen's running those wide routes with the head start. Mike McDaniel's a smart individual, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching that game yesterday, like, this dude knows something.
Can I take it a step further? I was thinking about this yesterday because my girlfriend asked me while we were watching the game. Is Tyreek Hill the best player to ever play for the Miami Dolphins? I know Marino means more. Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, they mean more. I'm with you, right? Longevity, they're Hall of Famers already. Tyreek Hill is going to the Hall of Fame, and like he breaks this record. He gets a 2,000. He's up there, top 5 wide receiver ever, isn't he? Is Tyreek Hill the greatest player, individual player?
I mean, better than Jason Taylor?
I don't know. I'm just asking. Larry Zonka, like all those greats, they're unbelievable. I'm not trying to diminish anything they did, but Tyreek Hill is going to end up being a top 5 wide receiver in NFL history, isn't he? If he's not already.
I would say I'll go backwards. The best player ever to play for the Miami Dolphins, put a jersey on, is Dan Marino.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. But when my girlfriend yesterday was like, this guy, like, how could anybody be better than this guy? Because she doesn't know football. Like, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Is Tyreek a better receiver than Dan Marino as a quarterback? No.
No? Okay.
No. But I'll give Solana the leeway of, I mean, this is what, a season and 7 games now, or 8 games?
Right.
Because if I made a Mount Rushmore of best players to have played for the Dolphins, I don't think Tyreek's on it yet.
Not yet.
But I don't think you'd have him on there yet after just a season and a half.
But it's kind of the same argument we do with the Heat, right? Like Mount Rushmore of Heat players, guys who meant as much to the organization as Zoe and Wade and whatever, they're on there. But if we're just doing talent-wise, just strictly talent, Shaq is on there.
Position?
Just in general. Like,
is Tyreek Hill the greatest receiver to ever play for the Dolphins?
Oh, man.
Duper, Clayton, Warfield.
Gadsden.
Huh?
Camarillo. Might throw him in there too.
You know what?
Is he not? He's not going to be a top 5 wide receiver of all time. Like, am I wrong here?
I don't know. Who's the best receiver of all time? Jerry Rice?
Jerry Rice is there. Randy Moss is too.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison.
They had size on him. It's a weird thing because I think you immediately default to he's not one of the greatest because he's smaller. but that probably makes him greater.
Right.
The record
Right.
the record he's chasing, the man's name is Megatron because he's built like a robot. Tyreek's built like a 6th grade PE teacher. To be honest, he's 5'9".
But he's just as dangerous
Right.
as the 6'6" guy, Megatron, who could catch anything that comes his way. Like, I'm not telling you it's a definitive yes. I'm just saying it's a worthwhile debate because I'm watching Tyreek yesterday, and today Emmanuel Acho puts up that video where he's breaking down what Tyreek does as a decoy, and Jalen Waddle's walking into Jalen Waddle is uncovered because of how dangerous Tyreek is. And my answer to my girlfriend, who doesn't know anything about football, who's saying to me, how is he not the greatest player ever? And I'm saying, I don't know. Like, he is unbelievable. And he's going to get 2,000 yards if he's healthy. Nobody's ever done that.
If he stays healthy and breaks the record, we'll have this conversation again. If he has the NFL over Jerry, over Randy, over Megatron, over
and postseason
all these great
success
guys
with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's the thing too.
That's probably the key right there, I think, Hawk. If he takes the Dolphins to a Super Bowl and they win, I don't think there's a debate anymore, honestly.
And fellas, Hawk, you kind of insinuated a second ago, he just doesn't have to stay healthy. Tua also has to stay healthy.
Yep.
And the other weapons.
Which brings me to the news that Teron Armstead is traveling. There was a tweet from David Furones after the game. Mike McDaniel said he expects Teron Armstead to talk his ear off, trying to get back in as quickly as possible as he becomes eligible to return off IR. How about these stats from Joe Shad in the Palm Beach Post? The only NFL offenses ever better than the Dolphins through 8 games are the 2000 Rams and the 2013 Broncos. That's it in the history of the NFL. Here's a couple more. Yeah.
That was Peyton's 6th championship
2013 Broncos had to be, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't have been Jay Cutler.
I didn't know they were that damn good.
Joe Shad says Tyreek Hill is the only player with 1,000 receiving yards in his first 8 games since 1961. And this is pretty wild, too. The Dolphins are 20-8 in Tua's last 28 starts.
That man is good.
Man is good.
And he rolling up now. He gets hit. He knows how to. I was laughing at jiu-jitsu. Whatever that little class he was taking, I like it.
Somebody sent out some video of Brock Purdy getting sacked, saying that he needs to learn jiu-jitsu because his head flings back and it hits the turf. It does.
Got to roll. Got to tuck and roll.